Last Christmas we watched a bad film, and then we went outside and recorded the show. This year, this will be different to what you are expecting. It's all damp.
This is what it is.
This is street casting. It's a new frontier for us. Recording outside. Yeah, we're going, you know.
Here we are.
And I feel like this is also going to be like a sort of high-speed action cast because it's cold and wet and this movie.
No, we were going to talk about this movie for an hour.
I could talk about this movie for days.
Okay, so welcome back to Hurd Ya Saw. We just watched Last Christmas.
I
gave you my heart.
But the
Very next day.
iTunes took a stand for copyright.
Hello, this is Nick. I realized that this will officially be the first podcast where I've introduced myself.
Wow.
52 episodes, and I've never done that. So this is Nick. I'm joined by Shay.
Hello.
And EJ.
Hi.
We just watched Last Christmas. So, we begin as ever with a round of one-line hot takes. Can't wait for these. It's going to be a grand old time. EJ, this was your second time watching this film because you are a masochist.
Yes.
What's your one-line hot take of Last Christmas?
Worse the second time around.
I can imagine that without the surprise.
I watched it the first time in Greenwich Picture House, and it was full of old people who actually found it quite funny and enjoyed it, and I was very happy for them. And they were all... I'll tell you about the ending later, but...
Yeah. They were drunk.
It was much more fun to be able to yell at the screen.
Yes, I think that definitely added to... I mean, the fact that at one point during our screening, everyone in the screen left, apart from me and EJ, and I'm like, we're the only ones left standing.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. Shay, your one-line hot take of Last Christmas.
Now I see why Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in transplants.
Whoa! Wait, really? I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say holidays.
No,
You don't
well,
believe in
that too.
transplants?
It's
Also holidays.
blood
holidays
transfusions and transplants.
This is the Jehovah's Witness worst film ever. They hate this one. They protested against it.
And for my one-line hot take, I'm just like, why didn't we see that hot ghost's hot bod?
I don't know.
I wanted his...
Spoilers!
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to reveal.
Give a spoiler warning.
Come
The
on.
best part of the whole
It's the
film.
only good part of the film.
It's the... Yes, you know what? Emphatically, yes, it is the only
Yeah.
good part of the film.
Makes it worth it to watch, though.
Once.
Once,
Yeah.
Watch this-
You
I'm gonna-
watching it twice is
It was
nuts.
for you guys.
Thank you.
A Hurd Ya Saw recommendation. Watch this film once, then never watch it again.
this film once, watch it drunk, watch it with a group. That's
yeah,
all I could say.
that's pretty good.
Yes, you need to be able to like be with a bunch of people that you can talk with each other for like the first hour.
To occasionally go...
Wait till Netflix, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, well, occasionally you'll just want to turn to someone and go, where's this film going?
Yeah.
Multiple times.
There are
you
bits
said
when
that.
the film just turned into another film for a bit and then thought, I'm bored of this. We'll go back to normal.
Yeah.
All right, EJ,
Mhm.
as the custodian of all storylines and lore, you get to now recount the plot, of which you're intimately familiar,
It's too close to my mouth. Okay.
but you're quite
Cool.
quiet.
Yeah.
And it's street.
Street podcasting. Okay, so here's the plot. I am going to spoil it because otherwise there's no point.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So, open on London. No, sorry, we don't even open on London. We open on 1999, former Yugoslavia, and there's a choir, and we establish that Emilia Clarke's character sings George Michael specifically.
Was that a George Michael song?
Yes.
Okay.
There's only George Michael in this movie.
Gotcha.
Okay, cut to London, 2017. That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Emilia Clarke is sad. She's been sick. It's mysterious. She is self-destructive and alienating herself from her friends and making bad decisions. She is a washed-up singer who works in a all-year-round Christmas shop located in Covent Garden, and
With astonishingly huge square footage.
yes,
Like, you could...
impossibly huge.
Yeah, I don't
but
get
it's
how they
like-
afford
it's
that.
It's a tiny storefront in between two other stores, and then somehow you go in the store and it's massive.
It's probably because there's only 2 employees.
Even then, I'm like, Michelle Yeoh is like definitely laundering money.
Oh, probably.
We might be able to go inside the screen.
But we're street casting.
Okay, with street
I don't
casting.
mind.
No, she's not laundering money because at one point she's specifically angry at Emilia Clarke for making her break the law.
Oh yeah.
That's just a front.
Okay.
She's got big mob boss energy.
Anyway, she is making bad decisions, and then she meets a man who is mysterious and avoids technology and is very keen on taking her for a walk.
And is always dressed in pale beige colors.
Yes, he is very handsome, and he is named Henry Golding, but not in the film. His name is Tom. And then, so, also...
EJ has set up a Tumblr for...
teasing that she has a bad relationship with her family
Yes.
all the time.
Yeah. Won't take calls from her mum.
Yes, and does not speak to her sister very much. And, okay, so she meets this guy, and manages to be convinced to go on a walk, so they go on a walk, and he's always telling her to look up at random shit.
Yeah.
And they have a nice time, and he's rather charming, I guess,
Yeah.
and...
he makes conscious effort to not bump into anyone else.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
like doing...
He's always dancing around
people.
not like bumping into anybody.
Which she
and-
interprets as him being flexible, which I didn't really
Yeah, I
get,
didn't
because
get
I'm
that
like, he
either.
just walked to the side.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's like, have you not lived in London? That's exactly how you
It's
walk.
necessary.
Yeah, you have to...
He
You
was
can't-
being normal.
You just can't do a pirouette spin, you're just going to get knocked the
Yeah.
fuck over.
So yeah, like, she makes a series of bad decisions, and one of them includes getting the shop broken into because she forgets to lock it. And then she meets him again several times. He takes her on a date at a ice skating rink, and they listen to George Michael, and it's fairly romantic.
Can I just interject real quick here? I've just realised how long in the movie we're in and how little has actually fucking happened.
I'm skipping things. I'm skipping Michelle Yeoh's entire
Oh yeah,
storyline.
but like also, but nothing really
Yeah,
happens.
Nothing happens. Let me brush upon it very quickly.
Do it.
A mysterious man with very wide eyes who never blinks has a relationship with her very slowly, and it's really weird,
Michelle,
and
yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
ever happens with that.
They are in a different movie.
Yeah, that's a different movie. I wish I could have watched that movie instead. But it
Really?
would also have
Like,
been
that
weird.
guy had... He was weird to watch.
He was
He was
Michelle
serial
Yeoh,
killer
but
vibes.
yeah,
I was gonna say,
That's why I
but
wanted to
weird.
watch it.
Big serial killer energy.
Yeah. So that happens, and meanwhile she goes home. Her mom is fine, and it's confusing why she hates her. And her dad is a guy.
Yeah.
No.
He's a hard-working taxi
Her
driver.
sister's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
Is it?
I mean, important is relative in this movie. She goes and looks for this dude. He works at a homeless shelter sometimes. He disappears a lot. Again, not really much happening yet. And then,
Timely reminder of Brexit.
oh yeah, Brexit is occurring, and her mom's really upset about it. There's a guy on a bus who yells at some foreign people and tells them to go back to their country, and she comforts them. And then
She
starts
tells...
accidentally volunteering at the homeless
Well,
shelter.
before... Yeah, and also the heart... Like, she tells him
Oh yeah,
about
she
the
tells
heart.
him about she got a heart transplant, and she feels really weird about it, like it's not her own heart and she can't sing anymore. And then he touches her scar in a weird way. And
Yeah. It's like poking right between the titty.
yeah.
Mm.
She outs her sister to her parents. That's pretty brushed over.
Yeah, she kind of does that. It's just like, oh, you gave me a bottle of wine though, so unfortunately, our parents aren't homophobes. So why was it a big
Yeah.
deal? It's unclear.
Yeah, she killed a fish. Anyway,
Oh
sorry,
yeah,
continue.
there's a lot
Sorry,
happening in this movie,
sorry.
but
She
also
is
nothing.
she is a
Just a moment
klutz.
she
She's
killed
a
a fish.
classic ass klutz.
Yes, she's very self-absorbed, is what I would say.
Expressive eyebrows though.
Yeah, very expressive eyebrows.
Not like Cara Delevingne. One expression
It-
eyebrows.
Just let it go somewhere, because I'll just really quickly get somewhere. So basically, she does a whole bunch of nice shit, and then it's a montage, and then she goes to Tom's house, and then realizes that it's up for sale because the owner's been dead for a year. And then she collapses, and there's loads of flashbacks, and she realizes that he's been a ghost for the whole movie. Oh fuck! And then she goes to the bench.
Wait. Because that. Okay,
Let's
this
stick on that
is
for a
the
while?
best part. Because,
Okay,
No. Let's get to the end so we can talk about it being the best part.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, she goes to the bench.
She goes to the bench. He arrives. He doesn't float into snow dust.
He
which
doesn't
is
turn into snow, which I was
thoroughly
like, just turn into
disappointing.
snow.
He
Come
doesn't
on, Tom.
become an angel, so
He
Yeah.
doesn't walk
looks
through a
up,
big white door. It's just like
and he doesn't even fade away.
No,
Yeah.
he
like
just
a
walks
regular
away
ghost.
and he cuts. And she realizes that she's been sitting on a bench with his name on it the whole time and his death date. Ooh. And then she puts on a concert at the homeless shelter, and there's
And it's Christmas.
several like conclusions, and it just kind of goes on, and it's a little bit pointless.
Yeah. That's the movie.
Yeah.
Ghost Revelation. Let's
Ghost
talk about the
Revelation.
ghost.
Oh, let's talk about the Ghost
Dig right
Revelation.
in.
Let's dig
Okay.
in. Shay,
It's
you
the
wanna
only part.
talk about?
Yeah, why not? Ghost. I totally forgot. Wait, she collapses in the house.
Yeah.
And then,
There's a series of flashbacks.
yeah, she remembers all the times she spent with him and
Which-
realized.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
he wasn't
was
there.
He
Never
was
there.
invisible.
Those builders loved
But-
it when she took her clothes off in front of
Yeah.
them.
They don't
Yeah.
show the part where he was like cleaning and moving objects though, because that would look
I think
weird.
it's implied that she's just been imagining
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. She's having a bit of a psychotic break, so
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
losing her grip, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she sits on the bench. It's great.
She does. Well, yeah, she
So
does.
we
sit on
were
the
very
bench.
happy about the bench.
Oh,
So this
In
was
bench.
written by Emma Thompson,
Yeah.
and also contained Emma Thompson playing a Yugoslavian stereotype,
Yeah.
as if such a thing. Yeah. I don't understand why this movie exists.
I don't either.
Like, why? What's with the George Michael connection?
I don't know. It said inspired by the song Last Christmas at the front titles.
But here's the thing that when I watch, so my experience of this movie is that I didn't know anything about it. Then over the weekend, my mum made me watch the trailer and said, "He's a ghost, you know." And I was like, "Oh, all right." And the thing was, I then said, "But wait a minute." You know, my elder sister went, "Yeah, but the lyrics to Last Christmas, I gave you my heart." But then the next lyric is, "But the very next day, you gave it away."
Yeah.
So surely she should be putting her heart into some other human.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
There
just
was a
not
distinct
But
thematically
no, she
lack
consistent.
of
gave
heart
her heart
transplants
to her metaphorical heart to the people. She helped people. She gave her heart.
That was in the
That
next.
was- no.
What? Get out of
I'm
town.
stretching.
I think that this was a missed opportunity for a good Christmas film that
She
involved,
ripped out
like,
her heart.
Heart transplants.
yeah, surgery-based Christmas film should have been.
I'd watch
what's
that.
going on.
You know, I mean, it would have been something to have had happen. Because, okay, so what did we think of Emilia Clarke in this movie?
Fine. Nice singy voice. I like that they didn't make it extreme. She
That's-
just sounded like a person.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nothing really to speak about on that.
She didn't have a lot going on.
My thing with Emilia Clarke is that I feel like she falls into the same category of Jessica Chastain, where she's an actress that I feel like I should like, but every time I see them in something, I'm just like, nope.
This is the only thing I've seen her in other than a few Game of Thrones episodes.
I said, you not see Terminator Genesis?
No.
Oh, she's
She
okay,
in
and yeah, she plays Sarah Connor.
She was
What?
in that film.
Yeah, she's young Sarah Connor. She's okay. She's not
Me and
great.
You as well.
Never heard of
They
that.
played a Genesis for a while, to where she falls in love with.
I didn't see that. With the guy from the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
The
No,
Hungry
I saw that.
Games. I did. This is a
Straight
new film
people
to me.
romance. That's what
Oh.
that was.
Boo.
That's what this was.
That's
but
also what this was.
Yeah,
I mean,
but there was ghosts.
there was ghosts. That's why I was like.
you know
fine.
what?
And the
For
guy
a,
was
for a
hot.
straight people romance movie, there was a lot of her boning other people.
And a lot of a distinct lack of sex.
Yeah.
There was no sex scenes.
There was no ghost
There was
sex
a
scene.
Yeah.
kiss.
Yeah.
And
There-
there was a hell of a lot of diversity.
There was like good, disability
Like, it
representation.
checked every single box.
I don't know. Did we see any trans folk?
Yeah,
Did we?
doctor.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good for them. They did a good job at portraying the multicultural fabric of London, through which we are walking metaphorically in streetcast. But yeah, this movie sucked. It was
terrible.
bad.
It
So,
was great.
I'm
It was
amazed
really
that you
dumb.
watched it twice. Though you did say
That's
you were
how much
mostly
I love you guys.
you were mostly watching it to see us react to
Yes, and it was worth it.
it. Okay. Just
To save this podcast, which one of us is gonna turn out to be a ghost?
Me.
Okay.
EJ died during the last screening of Last Christmas.
Yeah.
And this is our Christmas moment of realizing EJ always told us to watch shitty movies.
I've never been here. You guys have never known me alive. I have always haunted Genesis.
Well, you mean that all that immigration reading that we did for your visa was like,
Pointless. I could
ah!
have just stayed here. I'm dead.
Wait, but who's
There's
running
so much
the events
dead air in
team?
the podcast.
There isn't one. Ah!
People just turn up and expect there to be.
Bobby
screen-
doesn't exist either.
None. Genesis is just it's just an empty building.
We all just collectively hallucinate a cinema in. Oh, this podcast took a dark
Do you want to talk
turn.
about Michelle Yeoh?
Michelle Yeoh is slumming it, honestly. Like, she's a very good actress, and she doesn't have much to do. She has an amazing wardrobe. Every
Oh,
scene,
yeah.
a different, wonderful costume, which she looks great in. Clearly, all of the costume budget went on her, and it was a good move.
my recommendation is to watch A Simple Favor, because Blake Lively has a fantastic costume in that,
Accurate.
and Henry Golding is in it, and he takes off his top.
Why didn't we
Accurate.
watch that? That sounds like a much better movie.
Oh, it is pretty good.
It-
There's a hell of a lot of twists in that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And you could argue that there's ghosts.
I've never seen this film, so
I'm trying
maybe...
to remember. Yeah, it's quite good. It's by Paul Feig again.
Oh.
Is it
It's the film
really?
he made before this one, yeah.
What are you...
I didn't know he directed that.
That's why I'm recommending A Simple Favor, because it's him
Oh.
again, but...
It said
good-
Feig's
decent.
film, Feig Cinema, Feig
Yeah, he
movie.
directed this.
Yeah. Oh, he directed. Oh, cool.
The
He made
directing was
this.
terrible.
It wasn't
Yeah,
great.
he did not do a good job.
No.
Phone that in.
Yeah. Also, the cinematographer was also like, it's...
He's never been the greatest. Like,
No.
Morton hates him.
Morton would hate this movie.
Oh yeah.
He would have walked out.
He would have just been like, oh, I'm really unhappy that I'm here.
Yeah, because do you remember how upset he was when George Michael died?
No.
Oh God, it's like his favorite song, it seems. He was so upset.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this a bit? I can't tell if this is a
I'm being
bit.
completely serious.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
he talked about it for ages.
I'd already gone from the cinema. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, do we have other things to talk about in this movie? Because this is going to be a short fucking podcast.
I want to say that, like, yeah, my transplant thing, my one-line hot take was serious, because the ghost was, like, pretty creepy and weird, like, to begin with. If I was, like, a real guy, you'd be like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Seriously, just fuck off.
The dialogue was not good.
No.
No.
I just want to say, because there's a thing that I feel exists in script writing, which is when it looks good on the page, sounds like robot alien person talk when you say it out loud. There was a lot of robot alien person talk, where everyone's just a little bit too crisp, a little bit too clean. No one really talks
Everyone's
like that.
got quote-unquote snappy one-liners.
And
Yeah.
snappy one-liners are very often off-screen. They,
Oh, what they
did you
ADR'd
notice
them in.
that?
They're
No,
being ADR'd
they've
in.
already walked away,
Uh,
so they're said off-screen, but they continue.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oof. The thing is, right, I watched another Christmas movie this week. Where I watched Klaus on Netflix, which, like, watch it, because if you it's not an amazing film.
Yeah.
But the animation is fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
Like the lighting engine alone that they apparently invented for this film is like, what the fuck? It's so beautiful. It's unconscionably beautiful. But it was, it was very straightforward and about stuff, whereas this was needlessly complicated and about nothing.
This was about nothing and everything.
It was about nothing.
Brexit.
It was
It was about Brexit. It was about helping.
Can we talk about the comedy genocide moment?
Oh yeah.
Where,
yeah.
like, so apparently all of Emilia Clarke's mum, well, Emma Thompson's friends were murdered in the war, and that's used as a source of comic relief in bits where she's like, I cannot sleep. You have tried to give me sleeping pills. I've done all forms of therapy, and I'm still broken inside. And they're just like, oh, maybe you should connect with your community. She's like, all of my friends are dead. Aha! And that's a joke.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm not that up on Eastern European war.
Yeah.
What happened in the 90s?
The Balkans, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's a pretty serious war.
It was,
Yeah.
shit was fucked up.
okay.
Like lots and lots of people died.
Okay.
Alex,
So
Alex
Wasn't that
experienced
when-
it, and
What is Yugoslavia now?
Yugoslavia does not exist anymore?
So what is it?
I don't know.
I don't have the politics for that.
Mm.
Honestly, we should know, but we don't.
Yeah, we should, yeah.
We
This
don't-
is why Brexit is happening.
We're all morons.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, our school system, your school system's not great. Ours is also not great.
Ours never even touched upon that war. I didn't hear about it until community.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, so, turning away from geopolitical stuff,
As we should.
what did we think of the man boy? He was quite charming. The man, the ghost, the
The
ghost.
ghost? He was fine.
Yeah.
He was charming.
Yeah.
He's charming, he's hot.
I didn't think he was that creepy.
No, he did a
little bit at the beginning.
He had to say some creepy lines, but he managed to pull it off well enough.
Yeah.
And
He wasn't threatening.
No, his beige outfit reflected his very beige sex drive.
Mm.
Like I
That's
didn't.
because he was a ghost.
Well, I also didn't believe that he would like ravish her.
No.
Because
Well,
he's a ghost.
you haven't seen A Simple Favor.
I
Oh
haven't.
yeah, in A Simple Favor, he ravishes.
Is he a hot ghost who fucks?
He's not
He's
a ghost.
not a
but
ghost, but he's hot and he fucks.
Well, there you go.
He's hot and he fucks.
Yeah, but in this movie, his character was
Yeah.
definitively very defined. Like, I'm just here to help you be your best self.
You could tell he was sterile.
Yeah, there was nothing going on. It's all just.
Well, he's a ghost. It's ghost sperm.
He didn't have a dick. He didn't dick transplant to anyone because he was just.
He would have been ineffective.
So here's the question. He had a donor card, right?
Yeah.
And he got hit by apparently a bus that left all of his organs intact.
Yep.
So does this mean that like the person who got his pancreas or whatever was also having a similar
That's why he went off all the time. Like
he was doing other Christmas.
He was visiting Elver. That sequel bait is right there.
Yeah.
The person who got his lungs is next year.
But does he have weird romantic connections to all of them?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's never
like
fulfilled.
Hurd, where he's constantly with a bunch of other people that he's in love with.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
And we just occasionally see Emilia Clarke in an elf costume in the background. We're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is a whole cinematic universe that we'll set up now, and then for the next 10 years there'll be a film each year.
I mean, the thing is, they'll be competing with the ongoing, what I hope
knew
to
we should have
be.
stayed for the credits.
Yeah, see?
Nick Fury turns up and just goes, Mr. Webster, I hear you're a ghost. Would you like to join the Avengers?
We need you to visit everyone you donated organs to.
And he's like, but I gave my skeleton to children, or something. I don't know. But I had a thing and I lost it.
So did this film.
No, this movie never had. Oh yeah.
movie
So
had
coming back to the idea of just like of what. So famously, Emma Thompson also helped write and fund the Nanny McPhee movies.
Oh yeah.
Purely because she really enjoys doing them. I think this might be a similar thing where she was just like, no, let's do it. I'm Emma Thompson. You can't stop me. And everyone went, she's Emma Thompson. We can't stop her.
Sure.
And
It does feel like that happened.
yeah, and I just don't know who this is for.
Well, yeah. Wait. Talk about the old people and what happened
okay.
when they watched.
I saw
the Ghost.
this in Greenwich Picture House
Yeah.
with, I would say, a combination of like older couples who are just like on a night out, and then
Oh, it's date night, Mavis.
kids like maybe 12 and up, and then a few like groups of girls who are just like out drinking wine and watching a Christmas film.
Yeah.
There was a smattering of enjoyment throughout the film of
Yeah.
people who thought lines were funny, people who were shocked at the revelation of the ghost, loads of people talking about it afterward, like explaining the plot to each other, and like, it was a ghost the whole time. Oh, it's like the Sixth Sense, nah, like that kind of stuff. So I would say that the audience seemed to enjoy it, but was confused.
Okay. Off the back of that, Shay, I got a question for you.
It definitely dragged in the first 20 minutes.
Oh
though.
God, did it? Like,
Yeah.
Shay, here's a question for you. So given the connection to the Sixth Sense, this film or Glass, which do you think was better?
God. Glass. Actually, Glass.
You enjoyed Glass more than
completely
this?
Disagree.
Oh, really?
No, not because Glass is a better film, but just because Glass is so stupid. at least
Yeah.
constantly throughout. Whilst this is just stupid at the end. Like Glass is stupid throughout, and therefore is enjoyable more with a group to watch for. Because you're like, this is really dumb.
Yeah.
Whereas this
Well,
does
this
have a
just-
lot of drag.
Yeah, this is drag, and then has the fun dumb thing at the end, and that's why I
Yeah.
think Glass is a better film. Not, they're both terrible films.
Yeah.
Just in terms of which one would I watch again with people, Glass.
I would say I would never watch Glass again.
I
This-
would never watch. I would.
I would just want to say, I would also never watch either film again.
I wouldn't watch it again now.
No.
But I think twice is too
They
many.
said having watched it
Twice
twice.
is too many. First time was fine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll just say Paul Feig. He needs to
Stop.
wait. Like his
Put
whole
more
style
sex
is
in it.
he needs
Yes.
funny. He needs actual like funny people because normally he just has improv all the time.
More
Sorry.
lesbians.
Just if he like had an actual sex scene in this movie, then there would have been a flashback to her just like going to town on herself.
Yeah.
And
if
everyone
this
would be
was
like,
rated at an appropriate level, like 15.
yeah.
That could have been amazing.
That would have been hilarious. Like she does, they have like a fucking ghost moment where they're making pottery and it's just her going, I'm making a pot.
Yeah, or like a dildo is just like thrusting out in and out of her, like without anything attached.
That's strap.
Yeah. I think they could really.
See, I was trying to like not be too crass with my crass
I don't
joke.
care.
I'm glad that
It's Christmas.
it's not. This is probably gonna go out in like early December.
That's fine.
That's Christmas.
It's Christmas-ish. Welcome to the Christmas. We're gonna have this
Christmas
and
cast.
other Christmas-themed casts. Look forward to those.
I have to say, A Night Before Christmas was arguably a better film than this.
We'll look forward to our forthcoming episode on that, which EJ might not maybe on. If you want to come by my place and like just podcast about it,
yeah, let me know
cool.
when
You're
it
also
is.
welcome as well,
Oh,
Shay.
thanks.
It's just like, you know,
Well, let me know when it is.
All right,
Yeah.
I need to coordinate with my sister because you know that team needs to come together to form Voltron.
I would love to try to recap that film too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like if we did it, we should do it as a double bill with Kate and Leopold, which, as far as I know, is the same film.
I've never seen that film.
Oh, so in that movie, Hugh Jackman, youngish Hugh Jackman, like, you know, hot Hugh Jackman,
Yeah.
is a Russian aristocrat who gets sent forward in time and ends up living in someone's flat who's a hot single girl who just can't get it together.
Yep.
And he ends up getting a voiceover job for a dairy commercial. And he says, "Fresh creamery butter. Is there anything finer?" And everyone goes, "Oh, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me." You know,
Sounds great.
it's fucking mental.
It is the same film.
There you go. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay.
This is a very big tangent.
Oh,
But for
no.
some reason, I'm really obsessed with the film Dragonheart, which
Oh,
I've
yeah.
brought up before
Yeah.
on other podcasts.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wigging out.
Oh, right. Other
I-
podcasts.
Do you guys remember the film Dragonheart?
Yeah, I remember
I've never
Great.
Dragonheart.
seen
We
it.
don't need to talk about it. I just needed to bring it up.
Sean Connery is
But
a
to the
dragon.
Listeners, if you've seen Dragonheart, tweet.
Me?
Rate
I guess.
iTunes Hurd Ya Saw 5 stars.
I don't know how to check the iTunes rating of any of our podcasts.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't know.
We
how
could
it
be
is.
doing well. I don't
No,
know.
I don't think we are.
Doubt it.
You know. Okay,
We're
so
on the street right now. What do
we
you
are
think we're
street
doing?
casting. We're getting taking it back to the very beginning,
Yeah.
more than we did in episode 50. Which, so I think this is no matter how we stretch it out, lads. I think
we
this is
really
a short
stretched
cast.
it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's-
stretched. That film dragged, and so did this.
Well, this has only been 26 minutes, so comparatively, this is very light. So, EJ,
Yes.
do you want to do your final thoughts on Last Christmas?
Yeah, I would say watch it once drunk and then don't do it again.
Yeah. Smart recommendation. Do you know anything about the film itself, or is...
No.
Okay. Shay, final thoughts?
This year, to save you from tears, watch a better film that is special. There you go. Did it. I
Oh,
did
you
it.
did.
I
You-
it.
you actually
I
pulled
did
it out.
Great.
No one helps. That was great improv.
Thank
That was good.
Yeah. Yes, and. And for my final thoughts, I didn't want to watch this, and then I was invited to watch it. I'm kind of glad I did watch it.
Yay!
It's terrible, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I've seen worse films, and
Oh, I should point out, even though we spoil it and said there are ghosts at the end, we all knew that going in.
Yeah.
And we still enjoyed the reveal.
yeah, the ghost bit is the best
Can
bit.
I say, I did not know that going in
Oh,
because
yeah, on
you
your
had
first
theorized
viewing.
about it, but I didn't think it was actually going to happen. And then maybe, I don't know, half an hour in, I was like, I turned to Jess, I was like, this guy's a ghost. And she was like, and then an hour and a half
okay.
later it came true, and I was really excited about
And Jess
it.
went, oh!
It was so worth it. It's way better if you don't know what's going to happen, because
Yeah.
the people behind us as well were kind of trying to figure out
They were
what the fuck was going on.
I did love that there was a moment where Ellen was just like, it's not that smart. It's not going to be that.
I think so. The people behind us, Matt was saying that he thought it was the guy's brother had given her a heart.
Yeah.
That's
the
what he
sort
thought.
of, you know,
He
vague-
didn't think
the
it
homely homeless shelter guy who's like, oh, I'm in love with you, Amelia Clark, and she's all like, ha, I'll never touch you.
What? No, wait, what?
I thought he meant that like the homeless shelter guy
No.
was like
he
the
thought he
brother of
meant
Paul
the,
of Tom.
The hot
Tom.
boy. He thought the hot boy's brother had donated his heart to
That's
Amelia
so
Clark.
convoluted.
Yeah. Was
Matt,
no,
don't be a screenwriter.
It was just Hot Boy had
Brutal.
donated. Do you think that the Hot Boy donated his heart was that much better?
Well, no, like if it was like, oh no, Tom is real, but his brother gave his heart to Amelia Clark, and you're like, what? His brother whom we never met or saw? That doesn't make any. That doesn't
Nothing.
stand.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
That's not.
Nothing
There's
makes
nothing
sense.
there. You can't defeat Brexit with that. You know. I also like that apparently her parents just fixed their marriage off screen.
Yeah.
By her being nice,
Yeah.
they Yeah.
God, this movie was bereft of anything.
Yeah.
But bereft of Tom most of all, because he was dead and a ghost. So my final thought will be that, because that was a clever, pithy line. So Merry Christmas. Watch out for ghosts, but if you see them, get them to take their shirts off and send us pictures
Yes.
to the Twitter, which is mine. Yes, send me Twitter ghost bods. Bye.